I got to that in like my 3rd month, which is amazing. But like from then on, everything else is just a bonus, right? If I can make a living doing what I love and I'm happy, that's success. Back in Bangkok again, just for one day this time, but I'm here for something really exciting, so it's all good. But God, I feel like I need a teleportation device or something. So I have got a huge week this week. I got back to Bangkok last night. I'm here for one more night and then I'm back to Pattaya tomorrow just for 2 days. Then I'm back here. Then I'm going to Laos next week. There's a lot happening, but I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to my trip to Laos. But man, it's been non-stop. So it's kind of a busy morning for me. I got a whole bunch of running around to do this morning, but I've got a really, really fun afternoon ahead. So this afternoon I've been invited to do a podcast, which is really cool. It's something I've always wanted to do, is be on a podcast or be interesting enough that someone wants me on a podcast. And I've actually been invited to do 2 recently, it's really awesome, and it's something I'm really looking forward to. I spend a lot of time watching and listening to podcasts. One of the ones I've been invited to is not the one I'm doing today, but it's a guy based out of Phuket. He does great podcasts. I'll leave a link for that below. Gary Butler, a good mate of mine, he just did one a few days ago and it was an awesome interview and it's a great watch, so check that out. And I'll be on that podcast soon. The one I'm doing today is actually really cool and it's on a topic that I'm quite passionate about. So going to be talking about people that think outside the box and chase their dreams and, you know, quit the rat race and the 9 to 5, and people that kind of approach life differently, and to be asked to do that is a huge honor, and like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. It should be a whole lot of fun. So they said I can film a little bit of it, so I'm going to bring my camera in. I'll show you some snippets and some clips of it, and then once the actual full podcast is released, I think they're doing a video on it too, but once that full podcast is out, I'll give all the information for that. Hopefully it's a good watch or listen or whatever. See, I love talking about this kind of thing, and if I can inspire people to chase their own dreams, then that's an awesome thing as well. So for me, when I left Australia 5 years ago to chase this dream of, well, I didn't necessarily leave to chase YouTube back then, I just left, and I didn't want to be in the rat race, I didn't want to live that white picket fence lifestyle, I wanted something completely different. When I left 5 years ago, my mentality always was that if it didn't work out, I'd just go back home. You know, I had a decent job before I left and an impressive resume or whatever, so I'd be able to get a job and you just start again was essentially my fallback plan. So when I moved to Korea, my goal was to work as little as possible to be able to fund the lifestyle that I wanted. So I had enough money to last me about a year of not working. Well, that's what I thought. And over my time living there, I did all sorts of various things. My favorite thing that I did was I did like acting type work, and I use the term acting very, very loosely. I was an actor, so basically I was like the token white guy in movies. I'd be in the background or just, you know, have a very small part in like TV shows, movies, dramas, all those sorts of things. I did some modeling type work and things like that. That was a whole lot of fun. It was really easy work. I didn't really consider it hard work. It was a great experience every time, and the pay for what we did was fantastic. So I just needed a few of those gigs a month, and that would get me through for the month. I did other things, like I worked in a pizza restaurant for a while, and I love that. I love the experience and the language learning experience and everything like that. But just after a while, the novelty kind of wore off for that, and it's like, oh, I'm working again, and that's not what I wanted to be doing. So I stopped at that point. just come around to a really cool hole-in-the-wall restaurant. It's all hole-in-the-wall. It's almost like, this is almost like in the basement of somewhere. The road's like above us. We're basically across the road from Central World and right near the canal. That's the canal just beside me here. So I've got a roast pork, or 2 different types of pork on rice. Oh wow. Yeah, that's really good. Oh, awesome. I've always seen this place. I've never actually come in here. It's always really full of Thai people. That's usually a good indication of how good the place is. Oh man, that place was awesome. I will definitely be back. That's it. So much fun. I've been using these canal ferries more and more lately. They're just such a great way to get around in the city. They're fun, they're cheap, and I'd much rather be in one of them than in the back of a taxi sitting in traffic on Sukhumvit Road. So just on my way now to go do this podcast. The guy hosting me, he's got a really interesting business, so I'll have a chat with him and I'll introduce him and I'll let him tell you a little bit about it because it's fascinating. Because like I used to say like I enjoyed my job, right? But like I didn't love it. Yeah. But I enjoyed what I did and I was good at what I did and that was rewarding in a sense. But it's not until only just recently that I'm doing what I do really love. And this might be controversial for people, but I don't believe in 5-year plans and 10-year plans because like the way I'm thinking now, in 5 years' time, I want to look back and go, I had no fucking idea back then. You know, it's like when you're a kid or when you're 18 and you think like, oh, I want to finish school, I want to do this, this, and this. When I think back of myself as an 18-year-old, like I was a kid, I was an idiot, you know, like you don't know shit. Yeah. So like, this is why I don't like 5-year plans because if you set yourself things for 5 years, you're still going to be in the same mental space that you were 5 years ago. And I would look at this and I'd come home from working like a 10-hour day and be like, fuck, like I would kill to be doing that. Like that's what I want to be doing. Alright, so this is Damien. He hosted me on the podcast. We just finished up, had a whole lot of fun. So Damien runs a really fascinating business called Male Mastery and I'll let him introduce the business to you.
Yeah, hi guys. So I run a brand called Male Mastery. It's performance optimization and lifestyle design exclusively for men. We host a podcast, soon to be YouTube channel, live events and seminars. And ultimately, I get the joy of interviewing the likes of keis, and interviewing interesting people that ultimately design an ideal lifestyle, be that in business, fitness, mindset and performance.
Yeah, awesome. And so that's malemastery.co.uk, is that right?
That's it, exactly. Yeah. And at Male Mastery Official on Instagram.
All right, we'll check them out. I'll leave a link for that below. Well, that was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It went well, I think. I don't know. I mean, I know how to be charismatic on camera and stuff, but doing a podcast is quite different because you're getting asked questions and you just kind of answer them. But everything I said, I'm happy with. I think I answered the questions well. I knew what to say. And that was the biggest thing that I wasn't sure of, you know, if I would know what to say or what to talk about. But everything I said, I'm really happy with. So as soon as I get a link for it, once it's all finished, I'll send it through so you can check it out yourself.